Hello everybody, I'm Nire, welcome to my channel, and also welcome to my very first Buzzword Reading Challenge reading vlog. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm basically just talking about the Buzzword Reading Challenge by BooksandLala, where she gives us a prompt every single month and we have to then read a book that meets that prompt. So for January, we had before or after. So I decided that I was going to read Before I Let Go by Kennedyryan because one, it fits the prompt perfectly, and two, because I've been wanting to read this book for such a long time. It's been on my TBR for forever now, and I needed to read it. And so this is going to be the book that we're going to be reading in this reading vlog. I'm going to be using today's video as a little bit of a test because I do really want to vlog every single month when I read the books for this challenge, but I'm not sure if I can do a full reading vlog for just one book. So we're going to test it out today and we're going to see how it goes. And if it goes well, then I am going to do it again in February. But like I said, for today's reading vlog, we're going to be reading Before I Let Go by Kennedyryan. This is a second chance romance, I believe, about a married couple who I think are going through a divorce. I'm not really a big fan of second chance romances, but I've heard just phenomenal things about this book and I just want to read it. I want to see what I think about it. And for some reason, I have a feeling that I really am going to enjoy it. I don't know why. I'm thinking that I'm going to give it either a 4 or 5-star rating. I am super excited for this. I am very hopeful that I'm going to be completing the challenge in 2026. So don't forget to subscribe if you want to follow along with me as I read the books for this challenge. And with that being said, let me go ahead and start reading, and I'll be sure to update you when I have anything to say about the book. Last night, I was finally able to start Before I Let Go by Kennedyryan. I had a very busy day yesterday, so I wasn't able to read all day. And when I was getting ready for bed, I was like, I'm gonna read like the first chapter of this book. I'm gonna read like maybe 10 pages and we'll call it quits and we'll continue tomorrow. But let me tell you, this book has me hooked. I was glued to the page. I read all the way up to page 48, chapter 4, because I just could not put it down. And I really didn't want to. I was just too tired to continue reading, so I had to stop. And let me tell you, I am so obsessed right now with Kennedyryan's writing. This story and these characters feel so real. I am so intrigued in the story and I'm just having such a great time with this. So much so that I have a feeling that this might be my first 5-star of 2026. It is that good. It is that good so far. Specifically though, what am I thinking about the second chance romance aspect of this book? Because as I probably said in the intro, I don't really typically love second chance romances because usually for me, if a couple is broken up, there is a reason why. They probably aren't supposed to be together anyways. When I first started this book, I was like, oh my god, these people are meant to be. I need them to be together again. What do you mean they're no longer together? And then I've been reading a little bit more and now I'm more into like, yeah, maybe they shouldn't have been together at this moment. But as of right now, I'm not fully rooting for them to be together. So we'll see, but I'm having such a great time. And again, I have a little feeling that this might be my first 5-star of 2026. That's how much I'm enjoying this. So we'll see what I think about it because I'm not really too far into the book. I'm like 48 pages in, like I said. So, you know, things could change and I might come to you later and say that I'm just like really not vibing with it. As of right now, I am. So that's what matters. I am going to continue reading a little bit more and then I'll come back and I'll give you more of an update. Alright, so it is time for another reading update. Last night I read up till page 102, chapter 11, I believe, and I have many things to say about the book. First and foremost, I just want to say that I am absolutely loving this book so far. Like I said in my previous update, I am loving Kennedyryan's writing. She's making her characters and her story feel so real, and I'm so invested in them. It definitely is feeling a little bit more general fiction than romance because instead of following a love story, we're just following, you know, two people living their lives, trying to adapt to their new normal with their kids and co-parenting. It's more so their development as people in this period in their life, more so than their romantic relationship. I love our female main character, Jasmine. I am obsessed with her. I want nothing but the best things for her. But then for our male main character, Josiah, I'm not really loving him as much because he has said and done some stuff that annoyed me. And I'm just like not sure how I stand with him right now because in the prologue of this book, I was obsessed with him. I was obsessed with their relationship and I was like, how are they not together anymore? But then the more I read about him and the more I read in his point of view, I'm like, maybe Jasmine is a little bit better without him. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, romantically, maybe they're not, you know, super compatible, because again, he says and has done some stuff that I just don't agree with. So right now I'm not really loving him as much as I'm loving Jasmine, but nonetheless, I'm just absolutely having a great time with this book so far. This book is about 380 pages, and like I said, I'm in page 202, so I do have quite a bit to go before I finish it, but I feel like I can definitely finish it today. So it is looking very promising for the first book of the Buzzword Reading Challenge for 2026. I have another update for you guys. I just reached page 210, chapter 23. So we are 100 more pages into this book. So I just wanted to give you a little update on how I'm feeling about it. And so far, I'm still absolutely loving this book. I'm going to repeat it time and time again. But again, his story just feels so real. And I'm just, again, invested. I'm so invested. And I'm loving this book so far. About the characters, still loving Jasmine, her friends, perfection, absolutely perfection. And then as for Josiah, I'm still not loving him. I definitely see character growth in him, and I see him, you know, trying to be better, but sometimes he still says things that I don't like. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm still not decided whether I want them to end up together still. Actually, if you were to ask me right now, I might say no, I don't want them to be together right now. I just feel like Josiah specifically has a lot of things to work through in order to be able to go back into a relationship with Jasmine. However, we have seen him develop in some aspects. So I don't know. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that by the end of this book, I am going to be rooting for them. But as of right now, I just think that at the moment that we are in the book, they're definitely better off separated and doing their own thing. Hello guys, I reached page 308, which means it is time for another update. It is currently 2:30 a.m, so that's why I'm whispering. But I just wanted to come here and give you a quick little update. I just wanted to say really quickly that I think I'm warming up to the idea of Jasmine and Josiah being back together, which I didn't think I was going to, because like I have said in my other updates, I didn't love the things that Josiah did or said sometimes, so I wasn't super inclined to have them be back together. We have seen them both have many conversations. Josiah has been working on himself, and we have seen a lot of growth from his part, so I think that I'm kind of warming up to the idea of having them, you know, back together. I definitely think that they have a chance to be happy again, so really excited. I'm still loving this book so far, still thinking it's gonna be a 5-star. I have about 80 pages left in the book, so I'm almost done with it, and I'm not gonna go to sleep until I finish this book tonight, but I'm probably gonna talk to you again tomorrow with my final thoughts, because not only is it quite late and I'm probably gonna be really tired after I finish this book, I just want to, you know, sit with it and think about what I actually want to rate it and everything. So I'll see you tomorrow for my final review. It is the next day, and I was finally able to finish Before I Let Go by Kennedyryan, and my final rating for this book is going to be 5 stars. I knew it from the first time that I picked up this book that this was going to be a 5-star, and it stayed that way throughout the entire time that I was reading this. So it is a solid 5-star book for me. One thing that I definitely complained about over and over again was Josiah's character and the way that he sometimes said things and did things that I just didn't love. But I'm so happy to tell you that we definitely see him grow throughout the story, and by the end, I kind of really liked him as well. So I'm very glad to say that I actually did want them to be back together by the end of the book. However, I still think that the decision that they made to split up at the time that they did was the right decision, because I definitely think that they needed some time to work on themselves and to grow as people, to then be able to find each other again and being a couple while being the best version of themselves. And I just absolutely love this book so much. I'm so mad at myself that I waited this long to pick up this book, and I'm even more mad that I never picked up a Kennedyryan book before. I loved her writing so much. It was so real. I felt everything with these characters. I was so intrigued, invested in the story and the characters' lives, and I just had the best time with this book. It was just absolutely fantastic. Definitely 5 stars, and my first 5-star of 2026. All right, so that means that we read our first book from the Buzzword Reading Challenge for 2026. I'm so happy that the first book that we read for this challenge was a 5-star. So let's hope that we can keep this momentum going, and February's book will also be a 5-star. So let's hope that that happens. And also let me know in the comments what you thought about this vlog. Do you want me to continue filming and vlogging every single time that I read a book for this challenge, or do you prefer prefer that I just read them on my own and then I come to you and give you a review. But if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so already. I try to upload bookish content at least once a week, so if that's something that interests you, please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.